Hello, welcome back. If you're watching this video, we probably shared with you that we would like you to do the baking soda test when you go home. So I wanted to explain a little bit more about why we do that baking soda test and exactly what it's going to tell us. So we're going to go way back to elementary school science class. Remember when you had the volcanoes and you would put baking soda down inside of the volcano and then you would pour vinegar in? What happened? That vinegar or that baking soda vinegar mixture would erupt out, right? It would be even better if you'd put some red food dye in there so it looked like red lava coming out of that volcano. So we're going to do the same principle here. Your stomach acid is like that vinegar. And so you're going to add baking soda to that vinegar and we're going to see what happens with the eruption or the lava flow that comes out. So you put a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in a cup of water. Now a lot of people have asked, especially when I recommend this for children, can I reduce the amount? Yes, just reduce it equally. So if you're going to do a 1/2 cup of water, do 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Just reduce it down equally, that's no problem. You're going to put that 1/4 teaspoon baking soda in water and you're going to drink the whole thing. And then here's the funny part, you're going to time how long it takes you to burp. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the eruption that we talked about. We want to know how active was that vinegar down below, that acid in your stomach. How long did it take for that eruption to occur to be able to have that burp? So ideally, we want to have you burp in 2.5 minutes or less. So if you burped in 2.5 minutes or less, you have adequate stomach acid. That's actually great news. If you took 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, it means you're low, and there's some things that we'll do to supplement. If you were longer than 3 minutes before you burped, sometimes people never burp. They'll respond back that they never burped, actually, ever. So if you take longer than 3 minutes to burp, it means you're hypochloremic, or means you have too low stomach acid. Now, this is kind of a crazy thing. There's going to be a whole other video that talks a little bit about how we interpret this test and what we're going to do about it. But in our world, a lot of people think that they have too much stomach acid. They say, oh, I have acid reflux, or I can't eat that because I just get so much acid, so much reflux in my throat, or you feel that burny taste, or you may have symptoms on your teeth. That's where I start to see it. I start to see eroded teeth. I start to see decay on your teeth, cavities on your teeth, red tongue, all kinds of things. So everybody assumes it's too much acid. It's actually the exact opposite. Because if you have too little acid, what happens is your food hits your stomach and it doesn't digest properly because there's not enough acid there to do its job. It doesn't digest, it ferments, and that fermentation causes gas bubbles to come up, pushes up the acid, and that's what you get, the taste, that burning taste, or that sick feeling in your gut, all those kinds of things. That's what that's from. So it's really important that we find out what is that stomach acid level, because it affects your overall health, it affects your digestion, it affects your brain, it affects your happiness, it affects your teeth, it affects your joints, it affects so many things. We need to know the starting point for you. So that's why I've asked you to do the test at home. I want you to do it at least 3 times. You can do it at different times of the day, do it in the morning, do it at midday, do it in the nighttime, I don't care when. When you get those 3 tests, at least 3 tests done, you can do more if you want, then I want you to send us the results. And we're going to use that during your planning appointment, during your next appointment, and we'll share some ideas for you regarding that. So make sure you send those results to us. Thank you.